Assalamu alaikum and a very warm welcome to the platform of 101 Incredible Women of Pakistan. Action speaks louder than words, and this proverb suits very well with my today's guest, that is Sara Ahmad. Sara Ahmad के introduction के बारे में अगर मैं बोलना शुरू कर दूँ, the whole entire session is going to consumed in talking about what has she done, how she started, where she got first achievement and all that. But I'm going to speak about the highlights. She's the chairperson of Child Protection Bureau. Not only that, she is working as an assistant to Chief Minister Punjab and working for the betterment of Pakistan. Why I'm saying for the betterment of Pakistan? Because she's particularly working for the children of Pakistan. कोई भी नेशन जो है वो तरक्की नहीं कर सकती जब तक उसके बच्चे जो हैं वो पावरफुल ना हो, प्रॉपर्ली टेकन केयर उनकी ना की जाए, उनको एजुकेट ना किया जाए, उनको फैसिलिटेट ना किया जाए. तो सारा से मिलते हैं और जानते हैं कि ये इतना इम्पॉर्टेंट पॉइंट हमारे नेशन का है जो इतनी अरसे से इग्नोर हो रहा था, ये कैसे उनको स्ट्राइक किया और उन्होंने अपना काम स्टार्ट किया फॉर द बेटरमेंट ऑफ द फ्यूचर ऑफ पाकिस्तान. अस्सलाम वालेकुम सारा.
Walaikum assalam. Thank you for having me over.
Achha, Sara, while I was giving your introduction, and there were so many things that were coming into my mind because I have come to know so much about you, and I was actually, shelving it up, okay, what to talk about first and what next. But here I will be speaking particularly the point that actually held my attraction, and that was you have been facilitating street children, more than 1,200 street children till date. Not only that, you are leading employees more than 500 across Punjab. The leadership and taking care of children, and specifically the street children, it's not an easy thing, specifically if we'll talk about the children and their families as well. So how it all started?
Okay, excellent. You've rightly said, and it's not easy. It's very challenging. The thing is that I didn't even know I'd land up in this department called the Child Protection Welfare Bureau. I'd never heard of this department also, but now I find it so rewarding and so satisfying because it's about our future. Because we don't give it too much importance, but children are our future.
Exactly.
They're the pillars. And I really believe in this thing, as you also mentioned, that if a nation if it doesn't strengthen or take care or protect the children, that nation cannot be successful.
Hey, Sara, while I was probing about you, and I've come to know that you have completed your master's in marketing, and it was, at that time, if I'll be talking about a few years back, it was all about, this degree was all about starting your own setup or to get settled in some very, renowned institute, drawing a specific amount of money by the end of the month. But you chose to be a part of you chose to be, socially involved with everything, and specifically going to others' problems, listening to them, sorting them up, and then solving and going and doing a lot more things. How it occurred to you?
Right, you're absolutely right. I've done my master's in business administration,
right,
and I've worked in big banks, I've worked in multinational companies, I worked for my dad in his own business also. So I had a lot of options. Like my other friends, I could have worked in another company and taken a lot of salary. But right now what I'm doing is actually, I'm not sure if you know that this is an honorary post. I'm not drawing any salary.
Right.
I'm only working due to my passion.
This is really thought-provoking, and that actually, whatever I had been probing about you, this is the highlight of the day.
So thank you, that's really kind of you. But basically this gives me a lot of satisfaction and it's very rewarding, and that's the driving force behind my passion.
I have a question here.
Yes.
Since you belong to an accomplished family, and you were working with your father, and it's entire comfort zone was there, and there wasn't any problem related to, as far as I can see, in anything, then you started feeling for others. Normally when you feel for those when you are passing through the same path.
You're right.
You feel for them and you put yourself in their shoes. But how come? How
basically, as a child, in my childhood only, I decided that I wanted to do work for the betterment of Pakistan. I wanted to do for something for the country, because of course I have so many friends. I have friends who are housewives, I have friends who only socialize, I have friends who are working in companies or taking money, of course, because they need money. I wanted to do something specifically for the country, to bring the name of Pakistan up, and to make it to get its recognition done globally. This was my purpose. So I wanted to do something really good for Pakistan, and Alhamdulillah, I got this opportunity to serve in this department called the Child Protection and Welfare Bureau, which works for the protection of children in Punjab.
Great.
So we work for child abuse, child beggary, child domestic labor violence, and as you mentioned, we have 1,200 children living with us right now, But in 1 year, we have rescued more than 7,000 children who were vulnerable to any sorts of crime. Yes. So basically, it's the passion, and I love what I'm doing, and that's the reason that I'm not drawing salary, and I'm still happy, and I'm working. And of
Your
course, it's not.
contentment is very much reflective from your face as well, and whatever you are saying is coming straight from your heart.
Yeah, that's right. And this issue has become very, very close to my heart. I mean, I feel for those children. Alhamdulillah, I remember the names of the children who are living with us because it's been 4 years now. I've been dealing with them, and I have a one-on-one relationship. I have a bond with them now, so I really enjoy it. And I want to continue working for this cause, child rights, which is normally neglected in our society. We don't give enough importance to children, but they do deserve.
I've heard of you
respect
that
and
you have
dignity.
revamped the whole entire,
Yeah.
policies and everything. You have gone into each and every detail, and you have evolved the system basically. So whenever you are doing something, you're doing things out of the box, there are certain challenges or certain criticism that comes to
Yes.
your way as well कि ये अब कल क्या आई हैं, इनको क्या पता है, ऐसे कर रही हैं, वैसे कर रही हैं और कैसे कर रही हैं. तो how do you deal with that?
You're absolutely right, and as you mentioned, this department consists of more than 500 employees, right? And I basically supervise and monitor what each one of them is doing. I even remember the names of all employees who are working there because I'm very involved in everyday matters also. So we have a director general who's very supportive, but I supervise everything, whatever he's doing, whatever the employees are doing, and I plan the campaigns and the policies also. I make policy decisions, being the chairperson, board of governors. We have a board of governors also who's very they're very cooperative as well. The thing is that of course it's challenging. It's a big challenge. It's not easy. It's not like enjoying a post. There's a lot of responsibility on my shoulders, and to get work done from the employees is not easy, and especially when I joined initially, it was very hard because sometimes people don't want to work.
Exactly.
And
how many women they are working with you? I believe there are more population is of men, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, of course. See, all departments, whether they're government departments or private entities, they're mostly dominated by male. That's the thing in our society. So, of course, a big percentage of officers and everybody they're males. And initially, it was very difficult to get my acceptance done.
Yeah, this is what I was looking forward to.
There's a big issue which initially I used to think that it doesn't exist, it doesn't happen, but it does prevail. It does. It happens. It exists. The thing is, taking orders.
Your passion, hard work, or smart work? Credit goes to what, Sarah?
Smart work. Right. Yeah, smart work. Yeah, that's the first, and then of course passion. Otherwise, I won't be able to. It's a combination of all three. Basically, men sometimes feel insecure getting orders or getting, directives from a female. I face this issue a lot, and males sometimes feel threatened also and insecure. So getting work done from them is very hard.
Almost every lady I've been speaking to, they come up with the same thing. Whenever we are giving them instructions, we become authoritative.
Yes.
This is something which is not getting absorbed.
Yeah. And because women empowerment is something that we talk about, and we want it to happen, but still in our society, it's not very acceptable.
Practical grounds.
Because when we talk about practical, because I'm in the field, I'm dealing with men 24/7 here. To get work done, they're all male officers who have to do my work. Because women, we have only CPOs, the child protection officers, but above them, all the officers and the highly ranked posts are all they're men.
The whole society is basically we all have been raised up with this.
They're dominated by males, so it's very difficult. This is the biggest challenge that I faced.
Sarah, कोई ऐसी family when you have approached them for the betterment of the children, of course, लेकिन उनको ये लगा कि ये अगर हमारे बच्चे को हमसे ले जाएंगी और वो अगर जो एक स्पेसिफिक पोर्शन अमाउंट जैसे भी घर लेकर जा रहा था वो नहीं लेकर आएगा, तो पेरेंट्स ये नॉर्मली दे डू नॉट एक्सेप्ट दैट. उनको लगता है पता नहीं क्या हो जाएगा. दे बिकम रादर वेरी नेगेटिव. Have you ever faced such type of situations while working for the children?
Yeah, when we've tried to rescue child beggars and child domestic labor violence issues, children who are involved in domestic labor, we have faced this issue that families always come instantly and they want the child back. They're not thinking that that child is not safe on the street or anybody's house where he can be tortured. Rather, bureau where we are providing them education without any free of cost. We are giving them food, shelter, education, vocational training.
But again, you have stopped source of income to them. So that's
that's a big problem. And also sometimes they feel कि बच्चे के साथ क्या हो जाएगा and all that. But Since I've come, I've changed the whole, like as you mentioned, the whole setup. And the parents are now so comfortable. When this feeling of this fear comes to them, we invite them, and I tell them to come and have a look of the bureau and see how the child will do here.
It's the most common problem due to which the children of specifically this particular, underprivileged society,
Yeah.
or I will say, unfortunately, they are deprived of education. I mean, is it the parental thought that is, because I've seen so many government schools and so many government policies, and the government, they are ready to deliver
Yeah.
whatever resources they are having, but again, we are not getting that positive response. So, what do you think? Because since you are working into the field and you have been taking care of everything practically,
Yes.
so what do you think is the lack of awareness? So what do you think? Because
Basically,
resources are there.
Yeah, there are multiple issues. There's poverty of number one. So some are genuine cases.
Agreed.
70% out of 100, see 30% are genuine cases where they're driven by poverty. And also, the biggest issue in this country is of overpopulation. Each family has around 6 to 7 children.
Exactly.
To raise them, to provide them enough food and all, that's not possible for the family. So they exploit their children. They use them as a source of income to keep their family homes running. They send them for employment. They place them in different households and get around 10,000, 15,000 from each child every month. Or they involve them in beggary, child beggary. So that's a source of income. That's driven by poverty. One is number second, they're working as a business. They've made it a network. They produce children. They give birth to children only so that that child can earn their living. That child gets more money, right?
So looking back at the last 5 years, what is the highlight?
Looking at the last 5 years in terms of my work,
It's just like you are having so many achievements, and I'm asking you, कि आपका
Yeah.
सबसे अच्छा बच्चा कौन सा? You have to tell me that.
अच्छा सबसे अच्छा बच्चा कौन सा? अच्छा, in terms of that, I understand what your
I'm
question
talking
is.
about your achievements, your
Right.
awards, your
Yeah.
whatever you have been attaining. I mean, every award, every achievement is
Yes.
very, of course, dear
Of
to us.
course,
But some moments, some awards, some
I'll mention.
achievements,
I'll mention it to you. As I mentioned that I wanted to do something, I wanted to bring Pakistan's name up, right?
Right.
This was my mission. And Alhamdulillah, I was able to do that in my own capacity. That recently, a group from the Harvard University called the Global Collaborative, they gave me an award. I was nominated in 200 people from all over the world who are working on child abuse. And out of those 200, they selected top 10 who are doing excellent work on child sexual
am
abuse.
just imagining the level of competition and the level of, you get shortlisted and
10 out of the whole
and
world.
the criteria.
Yeah.
Wow, that
Yes,
was
so that was something big. Alhamdulillah, that happened. I went to Rome and I got this award in Rome, in Italy. And there were only 10 people, including me. There was the First Lady of Sierra Leone. She was also there. And then there was an actor, Tyler Perry. There was a professor from Harvard University. So there are 10 people in all who got awards over there. And I was there. There was a minister from UAE also.
right.
And I gave a whole presentation on the work the government is doing, what Pakistan is doing. I was not just talking about my own department, but I represented Pakistan. And I told them they were very impressed. I mean, they couldn't even believe that Pakistan, which is always defamed and known for acid and the acid throwing and etc.
unfortunate
etc.
this is that the
Yeah.
media and the social media, they
Yeah.
always talk about these. You know, Sarah,
Yeah.
when we were curating this platform, the same thought was given to us that we are going to talk about all the progressive, beautiful things happening in Pakistan.
The good work should be projected because
Exactly.
the negativity must go away. So
And I
it was-
simply can't understand why is that. We are
I
not
know.
talking about, so many
The good
marvelous and
things.
remarkable
Yeah.
achievements of the ladies.
Yes.
Sarah, when you
It
got
really
that
is.
award,
Yeah.
the very first, what was your very first instinct? I mean, when you look back, सबसे पहले ये moment किससे share किया?
So when I got this award, my family was also there. Some of my family members accompanied me. Of course, I'm here because of their support. So that meant a lot. Other than this, the people who supported me, the government, the state institutions,
Right.
our party chairman, everybody. I instantly texted them and thanked them because I was, of course, overwhelmed that I got this for Pakistan, and it meant a lot because everybody was congratulating me and they couldn't believe that such amazing work was being done in Pakistan. So all of that, so I shared with them, and I said thank you to them for all their support, and that day I decided that I will work with more dedication and more passion
That
for
gave
this
you,
field.
more
And it
energy
gave
and-
me it like boosted my morale in a way. And I was like, I'll go back and I'll work more for this cause, particularly for child rights.
Thank you so much, Sarah, for joining us today. Meeting you and talking to you have made us realize that Pakistan is blessed with such a talent across, wherever we are looking towards. And our ladies are working hand in hand for the progressive Pakistan. Thank you so much, Sarah.
Thank you so much. Thank you.